everyone, this is Sunette here in this video to share with you an interesting experience that I had in relation to emotional awareness, which is, in this process of becoming aware of your thoughts, your inner dialogue, your projections, your emotions. Over time, what starts developing within you is where you almost stand on the outside of your mind, looking in, where you're in an observer's stance in relation to your thoughts, your inner dialogue, your emotional experiences, where I was, for example, one morning walking outside to greet the very early morning on the farm. And as I was standing outside, I could just feel, this energy moving in my solar plexus. No, because in the mornings, interestingly enough, is where you can assist and support yourself to develop more of an awareness of especially your emotional movements, because it is as though there is a time frame between when your body really, wakes up and gets going, as well as your mind. So what I enjoy doing every now and then is waking up, making sure I'm breathing in, breathing out, really in my body, and then, getting up, making some coffee, and then standing outside, taking in the morning. And it's like during that time, if you move your awareness just into your body and with your body, you can really feel how your body is like starting to get going, waking up, and you as well within your mind. But in maintaining that focus and awareness on my body and just keeping my mind clear, you can so much more distinctly and easily see the moment, emotions start moving within you. It's got a very definitive signature or sensation. And so I was standing there and I could feel like this energy moving. I was like, okay, what is this energy? My first question that came up. This in itself also an interesting point that naturally starts developing within you over time, where usually, when our emotions come up, we kind of embody it, we go into it, we experience it, we physically express it. But within this process and taking that step back, practicing breathing when you become emotional, speaking a self-forgiveness statement, settling the emotional energy, and then taking a step back and looking at, okay, where is this reaction coming from? Where is this movement coming from? Why am I experiencing this? That in that morning, I could see so clearly, how all the years of my processes led to that moment where I just naturally and automatically stepped back within myself, asked, all right, what is this energy moving here? This feels interesting. Because at first merely comes up as like a sensation, but you can feel it's like moving. And then took a step back, asked the question, looked through my memories of the previous day, or some major points that I have been working with and working through inside myself in relation to thought patterns, reaction patterns, behavioral patterns. I mean, that was during a time where I was investigating like how much of my mother's patterns and ways of thinking and behaving and making decisions and choices that influenced me within my life. And in that moment, I could see, okay. I walked through my memories and I realized that there was a moment with another person in the previous day that had happened. And I could, after that moment, see I accessed a certain personality. And I had made a mental note of it for myself. But I hadn't yet followed through with looking at the point within me and with the person. And so that energy was like still moving there as how I experienced myself and reacted in that past moment. And as a reminder to, open it up, look at it, write about it. So after that moment, I sat down, wrote about it, looked at it, and once I did that, the energy and my body and my experiences started settling down again. So the point, though, that I wanted to make here as well is what had happened so much within my process is, especially in mornings, in the beginning of the day, I would start my day and I'd have all these experiences come up within me, like emotional experiences, and I would start my day as that, not realizing that sometimes that emotional experience that was there for me in that moment, in that morning, was an experience of feeling inferior and victimized, like a really icky sensation in the pit of the stomach. That what would happen is if I didn't do that morning, and look into asking, well, what is this energy? Because it couldn't have been anything related to that moment or that morning because nothing had happened. It was just me. I woke up. I started my day. Where is this coming from? So usually in the past, what would sometimes happen is if I was in that energy and I stayed in it, I would have been in like just a general icky mood, for the morning or for the day, because I would have thought, well, this emotion is here, so I'm experiencing it, so that's how I feel now. And not realizing that there's actually something more to it, there's actually something deeper. And how we can, in that approach as well, if we just accept the emotions that come up at face value, we create more and more layers upon layers in our relationship with our mind and our emotions and our inner experiences, never realizing how much deeper, the process actually goes within our minds, within the very creation of emotion itself. So I would like everyone to have a look at this particular point within yourself. Maybe in the mornings, wake up 20 minutes earlier. And I know for some, they would go, no, what? But if you can, even on weekends, whenever you're able to test this out for yourself, just wake up in the morning, but wake up with your body, your awareness with your body, clear your mind as much as possible, and then make yourself a cup of tea or coffee and just sit down alone with yourself and just observe what's moving, what's coming up within you, and have a look at where does it come from. Ask yourself, where does this energy come from? What is this energy? First, define the emotion that you experience, and then look at your previous day or your past days. Look at things that you've been walking and processing within yourself, and you'll actually find that you'll very quickly and easily see the point that relates to whatever activated that energy movement within you. But this process will assist and support as well to ensure, we don't let the immediate emotional experiences that we wake up with or walk into literally within ourselves. It's quite a process, really, the getting up in the mornings, where we actually do initially wake up in our bodies, but then also in a way wake up in our minds, and how in those moments we can actually oftentimes miss some important things that you need to actually introspect and investigate and look into and open up within yourself, that on some level or another is challenging you, or there are issues or problems and things like that. So within my process, this moment right here had been quite significant in assisting and supporting me as becoming more aware of my emotions and who I am, especially in the start of my day, to not let an emotional energy that's actually related to something completely different, determine my mood for the entire morning or the entire day. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for being here and for listening, and we'll continue more in videos to come.